Madam, welcome back from your trip.
Honey, you finally come back.
Ethan, what are you doing? You see, my hair is all messy. But you brought so many people to see me. Did you do it on purpose? Just to embarrass me, right?
No, I'm just giving you a homecoming. Honey, let's go home.
Whoa, I already said that. When I came back from this trip, it's to go to work and realize my self-worth. I hurried back just to join the company.
As the wife of a real estate tycoon, you're worth at least hundreds of billions. Tell me, why do you have to be an intern at the lowest level? If you really want to work, I'll arrange a manager position for you at the company.
No, I didn't graduate that long ago. How can I deserve the CEO position? Besides, you, as the big boss, often say this. One should take one step at a time and start from the grassroots, so as to build a solid foundation.
But
nothing. I don't want to talk to you. I have to go to my new job.
let me take you.
No. I'll just ride that bike. Hey. Don't follow me.
No way, I can't let my wife suffer. Spread the word. My wife will work at the branch office. Take good care of her.
Yes, sir.
Melody. You are? It's me, Naomi. We were high school classmates. You work here too? That's great. It's my first day at work today, and we'll be colleagues from now on.
Don't touch me. You're so rustic. Don't tell anyone we know each other. Don't tell anyone we know each other.
Everyone hold on. These two are new interns. Let's welcome them with applause.
Did you hear? Mrs. Grant is interning here. Do you think it might just be one of those two?
I think it's probably the one on the left. Look at the clothes to her. Gonna cost less than $28 together?
Yeah, that's what I think too. If I could get along well with Mrs. Grant, I could get promoted and a raise.
Introduce yourselves to everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm Naomi. Nice to meet you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melody Johnson, graduated from MIT.
Didn't she fail to get into college in high school?
IT. Her surname is Johnson. She must be Mrs. Grant.
Kiara and Luna, show the new colleague around.
No problem.
Hello.
Move away.
Miss Johnson, this way, please.
Hey, what about me?
Just sit wherever you want.
You're completely useless, aren't you? Just find a place to sit by yourself.
All right. What the hell are you doing?
What else can I do? Pouring you some water.
You spilled it on me.
Just wipe it off with some tissue. Your clothes aren't worth much, unlike Miss Johnson, who wears designer brands.
The style is from 2 years ago, which is quite gone.
Please, Miss Johnson. Here's the coffee I prepared for you. Freshly ground.
Let me do it. Miss Johnson,
Are you our CEO's wife?
The CEO's wife? Well, my dad is Mr. Grant's driver. He's very familiar with Mr. Grant. The CEO's wife? I'll pretend to be her for now. Oh, yeah. I'm here to experience grassroots work. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Got it. We all understand.
And it's my birthday this weekend. I'll invite you all to my villa for the birthday party.
Villa. Miss Johnson has quite a reputation. Villa. That's a place only the upper class can afford to live in.
That's great. Let me tell you, we've befriended the CEO's wife. After all this time, we're going to prosper and enter high society.
The CEO's wife? Isn't this company's boss my husband? Has the boss been replaced?
Then you'll come too. I'll let you know, how big can the gap between people really be?
Isn't this my husband's car? Did he send a driver to pick me up? No, no. If anyone sees this, my identity will be exposed.
My driver is here to pick me up. You go first.
Well, I am leaving. Bye.
Dad, why are you here?
Melody, I brought you some nice clothes again. Come on, take a look.
Why are these outdated styles again? Can't you bring me something new?
These are all new styles. Madam likes these. I just bring what Madam doesn't want anymore. If anyone finds out I couldn't keep this job.
All right, all right. This weekend, are you sure Mr. Grant won't be at the villa? I've already talked to colleagues to invite them to the villa this weekend.
Don't worry. I have it all arranged. Mr. Grant definitely won't come back. Come on, get in the car quickly.
Wow.
Melody, your home is actually in the prestigious world's top villa, the Glittering Manor. I heard anyone worth less than $1 trillion isn't even eligible to buy here.
It's all right. This is just one of the sets. I'm used to living here. It's all right.
How is this in the same place as my villa? What a coincidence.
Naomi, don't be too jealous. After all, the difference between people is as vast as chalk and cheese.
All right, let's go inside. Let's go.
Wow.
Isn't this my house?
Treat it like your own home. Sit anywhere you want.
Unexpectedly, Melody's villa is actually mine. How did she know the password to my villa?
Oh my God. This villa is too big.
Just over 500 square meters.
100 square meters?
How come this outfit of hers looks so familiar?
What are you looking at? This is the new LV. Fewer than 3 people worldwide have it.
Isn't this stain from last week when I accidentally got it on me while eating steak? I remember telling Uncle Johnny to take it out and wash it. How did it end up on Melody? This whole thing...
Hey!
Could it all be related to Uncle Johnny?
Hey, move over! Why are you staring like a log?
I bet this country bumpkin, visiting such a villa for the first time, must be so excited that she doesn't know where to put her feet.
I really don't know where to put my feet. Melody, I'll ask you again. Is this really your villa?
What do you mean? This isn't my house? Could it be yours?
What's the rush? I'm just asking. What's the rush? I'm just asking.
Hey, you. What are you doing? These slippers are for our VIP guests. What if you have athlete's foot?
Even if you have athlete's foot in your mouth, I won't catch it.
What?
Melody, when guests come to your house, why don't you offer them something?
You really did everything weak but eating and drinking. If she's entertaining, it's not for you.
Exactly.
Melody, we're a bit thirsty indeed. Should you?
Hey, Melody. It said that the Glittering Manor comes with its own wine cellar. Why get a couple great bottles of wine for us to taste?
Okay. Why won't this open?
Melody, what's wrong?
It's fine.
Oh no. What? How come you don't know how to open it? Seriously?
How could it be possible? Usually, this is what maid does. How could I possibly open wine myself?
Oh, I see. So, where's your maid today?
Yeah, Melody. So many guests at your home today. Call your maid to serve us. How can we make you a CEO's wife? Do it, right?
She's on vacation.
You dared to show off in my villa. I think you need a lesson.
Let's drink.
The ring my grandmother left me. I thought I had lost you, but here you are.
Hey, what are you holding? Take it out.
What? What are you saying?
I saw clearly just now. She took a gemstone diamond ring and put it on herself.
What? Give me that. You got it? This ring must be the ring of Ethan's family. If it's lost, I might be blamed for it.
What? This is originally mine.
Yours? How could it be in my house? You're just a thief.
I'll say it again, I'm not a thief. This ring was originally left to me by my grandmother. It's mine.
Melody, stop saying with her. Now we have both witnesses and evidence. Let's call the police directly.
Yes? Just call the police?
All right. Then let's just call the police.
No, we can't call the police.
But after all, it's such a large gemstone.
You know we're colleagues. I don't want to send her to jail either. So I'll give you one last chance. Take the ring out now and get out of here. I'll let this go.
Get out? I think the one who should get out is you.
What do you mean?
I'll ask you again. Is this really your home?
Hell yeah. It's my home.
Well, could you take out the property deed of this villa and show it to me? After I see it, I'll believe you.
Why should I show it to you? It's personal.
Why should she show the property deed to you?
I'm too lazy to argue with you. Made my head hurt.
Where are you going? Stop right there. What are you doing?
Are you afraid I'll expose you?
Horse shit. I'm afraid you'll steal something valuable from my home. What's this?
The property deed?
How did you know where it was? Who are you? Hey, stop right there. I'm talking to you. Did you hear me? Stop.
Get better eyes and grasp who is the real owner of this villa.
It's over for me.
How is this possible?
What? Whose name is written on it? It's Naomi Johnson. How come your name is written on it?
How is this possible? Could it be that she's Ethan Grant's wife, the real lady of the Grants?
Now do you understand? Who does this villa's stuff really belong to?
Impossible. You must have forged this property deed.
Are you crazy? You followed me into the room and watched as I took out the property deed. How could I have forged it? Am I a fairy?
I don't believe it. This is absolutely impossible.
We must have mistaken her for someone else. Could she really be the wife of the Grants?
It can't be. If we've made a mistake, we've offended her.
You two explain. Whose ring is this? And whose house is this?
No, not possible.
Well, when you came in, did you input the password as Dowen219?
How do you know?
Because that's my birthday. Stupid. But I am curious. How did you get the password to my villa and take over as if you were the owner? And what about this outfit? This outfit of yours?
Are you suggesting I stole it?
Or what?
Listen, don't think I don't know how you acquired this villa. This isn't over.
You're incorrigible. It seems I really need to investigate thoroughly who is the man behind Melody.
Since Melody has left, then we
should leave too.
See yourselves out. Hello? Ethan. Can you investigate someone named Melody Johnson and whether she has any connection with your driver?
God. Naomi did. Make me lose face in front of so many people. I won't let you get away with this.
Melody, what the hell is going on? Didn't you say this villa was yours? Then why were you kicked out? You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, could it be that you're not the wife of Mr. Grant? You wouldn't be lying to us, would you?
Who do you think you are? Naomi is my husband's mistress he's keeping outside.
What?
Well, I didn't want to say anything. But she crossed the line today and bullied me too much. We were high school classmates, and she was already eyeing my husband's wealth and seduced him in high school. Then she became my husband's mistress.
She had no shame even back then.
So this villa.
It was a gift from my husband to me. But I don't know what lies Naomi has been whispering in my husband's ear. My husband even transferred the club to her. I've been kept in the dark about all this.
How can there be someone so shameless, acting like the mistress while proud of that, even driving out you, the true owner of this place?
Forget it. She might even go report me to my husband again.
Melody, don't worry. We'll stand by your side. A woman who destroys families like this, we'll gather evidence and expose her.
Don't worry. We'll make sure everyone knows.
That doesn't sound right.
Melody, you're just too kind-hearted. If I were you, I would destroy that woman long ago. Leave it to us. We'll destroy her.
Naomi, you let me feel comfortable, or I'll start fucking with yours. Just wait. You will become targets.
Shame on you.
What are you doing? Hey,
Naomi, this is your task for today. Get the annual report from last year and this year's marketing plan done.
what? How am I supposed to do all of this alone?
Well, relying on some shady dealings to get ahead. You really think this company is yours? Hey, what? Just do what you're asked to do. If you can't finish it, leave early.
Forget it, let's just do it. Being at the company is for experience.
Hey, Melody.
Near the company, there's a new private restaurant with good food. Would like to go with us?
Yeah, and after eating, we can also take a stroll.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, be careful. You can't afford to compensate if you dirty Melody's clothes.
Hey, Kiara, that's not right. Just a flick of the finger can get her a villa. How could she not afford it?
What are you talking about?
We all know about your schemes.
What do you mean? Why can't I understand
Do you shirk responsibility?
you?
Okay, don't pull that crap. Let's go ahead and eat. I'm starving. Let's go.
This homewrecker. Sleep overnight at the office.
With such low efficiency, she might have to work all night.
Go and get the documents she finished. We have a meeting today, right?
Hey, wake up.
What's wrong?
The company is where you work. Not a place for you to sleep and slack off.
I wasn't slacking off. Last night I worked on documents all night. I was so tired that I took a 5-minute nap.
5 minutes? Looks like you were trying to use the company's electricity. Are the documents done? Bring them for me to check.
They're done. Take a look.
All right, quickly tidy up. We have a meeting soon. Look at you. You're a mess. Stupid. Melody, I've got the documents.
Okay, let's go. Time for the meeting. I'd like to see how can she attend the meeting without documents.
Melody, the report and proposal I gave you yesterday, are they ready?
They're done. Please take a look, sir.
Didn't I do them? Didn't I do this?
Don't talk during the meeting.
Well done. It's obvious you put effort into it.
Thank you, sir. Last night I stayed up very late to finish it.
What about yours?
I saw her just come in without documents. You didn't do it, did you?
Oh, that explains it. She left very early yesterday afternoon. So, she didn't take the vice president's task seriously, huh?
Stop gossiping. Sir, the documents that Melody handed to you were done by me. This morning, she took my documents and gave them to Melody.
Don't talk nonsense. Who took your documents? That's not true.
Naomi, I know you have opinions about me. Don't like me, but you should behave appropriately.
What? For what? I worked hard on those documents all night and you just took them away. Why don't you consider the situation?
Fine. Since you say it's yours, where's the evidence? The document is in my hands now, so it's mine. What makes you say it's yours?
You know you're just an intern. How can you be so bad? If you didn't do it, no one will say anything about it. Why did you take someone else's work? That's rude.
You all are ganging up on me.
Think very carefully before you speak. Who is bullying you? Sir, I think people like her shouldn't stay in the company. If that's the case, just steal from others.
That's right, sir. Let me tell you, on her first day here, her attitude was unbelievable. Lily kindly poured her water, but she complained about her attitude, and I heard her private life is very improper.
Don't you try to turn this around on me.
Naomi, you should leave now. Pack up your things and don't come to work tomorrow.
Are you firing me?
If I were you, I'd leave quickly. It's embarrassing to stay here.
You're the shameless one, aren't you? I understand if you want to fire me, but before that, I want to ask Melody a question.
What question?
For the company's first half, what were March's financial expenditures? And what was the quoted price for Genesis Steel Group?
How would I know?
It isn't something you stayed up all night working hard to create. Why don't you know these details?
There are so many details in the plan. How could I possibly remember every single one?
All right, then I'll tell you. For our company's first half, the financial expenditures in March were $234,064. The quoted price for coordinating with Ascendant Group was $1,232,857.
What difference does it make if you know? It doesn't mean anything.
What's going on, Melody? Is what you're saying true?
Yes, it's true.
Naomi, I understand your situation now. You should leave first.
So what about her stealing my files?
Are you the vice president or am I? I've already said I'll handle it. Why are you still talking? Just get out. Oh, Miss Johnson, I'm really sorry. I didn't recognize you. Don't blame Kiara. Thankfully, she was here today, or I would have made a big mistake. Please rest assured, I won't tell anyone that you're the wife of Mr. Grant.
They shouldn't misunderstand that I am Mrs. Gu, right? That's really great. Yeah, about this matter. It's fine if only a few of you know. Don't tell anyone else. I'm here to experience grassroots life.
Piss me off.
Naomi, do you still want me to be fired?
I clearly didn't offend you. Why are you always targeting me? We were even high school classmates. You stole my proposal.
Shut up. Don't mention that we were classmates. I graduated from MIT, not like you, a country bumpkin. Got it?
How did you become like this?
Times have changed. Right now, I am not someone like you, a social bottom feeder can imagine. However, you will gradually come to know my power. You'll also know how foolish it is to oppose me.
Don't think I don't know what kind of person you are, breaking into houses, stealing proposals. What else can't you do?
Shut up. If you dare talk nonsense again, don't blame me for not sparing you.
What's wrong, Melody? Why so down?
Why?
Naomi, you sided against me repeatedly. I must eliminate you.
Who put garbage on my desk?
I think this garbage suits you well.
Would you stop with the talk? Shut your mouth properly.
Hey everyone, come take a look. She is a homewrecker. Really has no shame.
Shame on you.
Homewrecker. Who's the homewrecker? Who am I supposedly wrecking? Melody, what the hell are you doing? Could you stop doing that?
What did I do? You're capable of wrecking someone's homes and not let others speak about it.
Yes, truly shameless.
Whose family did I wreck? Be clear and show evidence.
If I were you, I'd tuck my tail and go. You fooled someone with a villa, isn't that enough? Now you want the whole company of the Grants? Don't you know your position?
Exactly,
Position?
Mr. Grant.
Then tell me, what's her position? Tell me, what's her position?
Honey, why are you here?
Honey,
Honey,
If I didn't come, my darling would be bullied seriously.
Melody, didn't you say that? You're the real CEO's wife?
Shut up.
I really didn't know. Besides Naomi, I have another wife. Who? Come out and show me. You're so bold, daring to impersonate my wife and swagger outside.
Are you really Faith?
Never said that. I'm your wife. It's a misunderstanding. It's not my problem.
Really?
No, it's not true. She said it herself. She said Naomi is your mistress. She's the homewrecker.
Nonsense. Ethan is my husband. Could it be I need to take out my marriage certificate to show you?
That's not right. That day I saw Grant's driver picking up Melody after work. Could Melody be the mistress?
What are you talking about?
Ethan and I are really close. There's no way. There could be a mistress involved. You're spreading those rumors about CEO. Aren't you afraid of getting fired?
No. This has nothing to do with me. It's all what Melody said.
Melody, tell me, who are you? You dare not say, right? Then I'll say it for you. Melody is the daughter of our driver, Uncle Johnny.
Go, call Uncle Johnny over here.
Yes, sir.
Melody, you took advantage of our villa being empty yesterday, but I won't argue with you about it. Considering Uncle Johnny's years of work in our family, I won't remind him, but I didn't expect you to be so malicious, even slandering me as my husband's mistress. If he doesn't come today, I'm afraid you'll put targets on my backs.
Melody, what's in it for you? You're actually the driver's daughter. But you even told us you're the CEO's wife. Completely fooling us.
It's because you all are vain and want to cozy up to the CEO's wife. Otherwise, could I deceive you? Moreover, it depends on yourselves. Can't blame others?
You!
Mr. Grant, you're looking for me?
Uncle Johnny, did you get the clothes I asked you to take to the dry cleaners?
They're already done. I'll get them for you in a moment.
Should you get them from the dry cleaners or from your daughter, Melody?
Madam, I don't understand what you mean.
Don't you know? Melody, your dad is here. Why don't you come say hello?
Melody, you. Madam, if Melody did something that upset you, I apologize on her behalf.
Why apologize? Just because she married a wealthy husband? Why?
Melody, what are you talking about?
Just because I married a wealthy man, so you can impersonate as Mrs. Grant?
Madam, what do you mean by that?
Uncle Johnny, you don't have to pretend. If it weren't for your indication, how could she have known the password to my villa? How could she steal from me so many clothes to wear?
Just because of this you think you can humiliate me in front of so many people? Yeah? Why you?
If she doesn't have the right, do I?
Mr. Grant, you see Melody? Acted impulsively. Please don't hold it against her.
Acted impulsively? Then what about you?
Me?
Don't think I don't know that all these years you've been operating behind my back. Just because of this, I let it slide and look the other way. But today, they bullied my wife. As her husband, I absolutely cannot let this go.
Mr. Grant, what do you mean?
What I mean is that you're fired. Take them away.
Let me go. Dad, think of something quickly.
Let me go. Mr. Grant, I've been with you for so many years. You can't fire me for such a quick matter.
Quick matter? All these years, in my name, how many favors have you collected? And how many of Naomi's things have your daughter stolen? Worth at least millions. Just wait, my lawyer will contact you about compensation. Take care of yourself.
You're pushing me over the edge? Fine. Very well. You leave me no choice. Everyone stays back.
Dad, stay back.
You all stay back. If any of you take another step forward, I can't guarantee what outrageous thing will I do. Melody, don't worry. I will never let you suffer again.
All right, Uncle Johnny, calm down. Don't make another mistake. Melody, talk some sense into him.
I can't stop him. A man of his age. still lets his daughter suffer with him. I don't have a father like that.
Melody, he is your dad. Uncle Johnny may not be very capable, but he has always tried hard to satisfy your vanity. How can you be so cold? In your eyes, is family really worthless?
Power and money are the most important to me.
Melody, you said I embarrassed you.
Uncle Johnny, you see it? Your daughter made these big mistakes because of your excessive pampering and tolerance. Family upbringing is really important. Life's difficulties can't be solved by money alone.
I was wrong.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I made a huge mistake.
No. Why? I can't accept this.
Mrs. Grant, we failed to recognize your identity and have offended you. Please forgive us.
You still have the nerve to speak. If I wasn't Mrs. Grant and just an ordinary person, I'm afraid, I would have already been bullied by you. The Grant Group has no place for people like you who flatter the powerful and trample on the weak. Clear out. Honey.
You three are fired. Get out of my face right now. Uncle Johnny, considering you've been with me for so many years, take care of yourself.
Melody.
Get away from me. Why are you so poor? Why aren't you the president? Why am I your daughter?
Melody, what are you saying? I'm your father.
Get away from me, since you can't help me. From now on, whatever I want, I'll rely only on myself to get it.
What are you doing? Don't be impulsive. Let me tell you, dear, there is a way to live even if we're poor. I'll definitely take good care of you.
Get away. From now on, you and I have nothing to do with each other. You're no longer my dad.
Melody.
Naomi. We'll see about that.
Huh? Have you been taught a lesson? In the future, do you still want to be a low-level employee?
Now I realize that when you have money, power, and status, everyone around you is all smiles and welcomes. Only when you have nothing do you discover their true nature.
Oh, good. From now on, just be Mrs. Grant. Oh, by the way, I have a party in a few days. Come join us and expand your network.
Okay, I got it.
Let's go.
So boring. Jade. Hey. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you, dear. Thank you for inviting me to such a high-end event.
As long as you behave, I'll give you anything you want.
Thank you, dear. Why is she here?
What's wrong, dear?
Nothing. I'll go to the restroom, and I'll be back shortly to find you.
Sure, go ahead.
Jade, long time no see. I didn't expect to meet you here today.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Melody, what are you doing here?
If you can be here, why can't I?
Fine. Today, which president's wife are you pretending to be?
Don't get too cocky. My current status is not much different from yours. One day I will lord over your head and make you beg for mercy.
Oh, I'll see to it.
Naomi, she is?
someone who has been dazzled by the glamorous world. Not worth mentioning. Today we must catch up properly.
Oh, Melody, you came back just in time. Mr. Smith, let me introduce you. This is my new girlfriend who just turned 22 this year.
Oh, Mr. Percy, you're so lucky to have such a beautiful girlfriend. You're really blessed.
Ah, how? Do you like her? I'll let you have fun with her for a few days.
Mr. Percy, are you kidding?
Well, then I won't be polite. Ha ha ha. Oh,
Ah, Mr. Smith. I even give her to you, regarding the contract.
oh, the contract is my responsibility. We'll sign it next week. Ha ha ha.
That's nice. Melody, then accompany Mr. Smith for a week.
Mr. Percy, my heart belongs only to you. How can you bear to let me accompany someone else?
If I say go, you must go. You're just a plaything. I have as much as I want. Don't you see how much my contract is worth? Go.
Oh my God. That's great. Ha 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 ha.
Mr. Smith, by tonight, you'll know what happiness is.
Ha ha ha.
Melody, you better show your best skills in serving Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith, tonight you better take good care of me.
No problem. By then, you could compare who's better between me and Mr. Percy. Ha ha ha.
Oh, right. Mr. Smith, I have another good friend. Should I invite her along? We'll serve you together tonight.
Ah, you have another good friend. Where?
She's right there. Do you like her?
Ah, good. She's absolutely top-notch.
Melody, this is where you went wrong. When you're with me, you don't even bother to introduce me to your friends. So why? As soon as you followed Mr. Smith, you took your friend over there.
Sir, you don't know? She aims high. Only a big boss would catch her eye. Not just anyone.
Oh, really? Then I'll have a try. Wait here then. I'll go over first. Ha 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 ha.
You two can fight it out. Naomi, just wait for it.
Melody? What do you mean? Mr. Smith is a big boss, am I not?
I didn't mean that, Mr. Percy. Why don't you go too and see who she'll choose between you and Mr. Smith?
Ha ha ha. That's exactly what I mean. Ha ha ha.
Fat. You want to hand me over to another man? I'd like to see how you'll die.
Oh my. Not bad. You're truly a rare find.
What are you doing? Get lost!
Oh, you're quite fierce. I like it. Tell me, how much for a day? I'll book you for a whole month first.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Hey, don't rush off. Prices are negotiable.
Get off or else you'll regret it.
You don't act shamelessly.
Oh, Naomi. The CEO's wife. Being humiliated like this must be infuriating.
Mr. Smith, neither are you. Look, you've even angered the young girl.
She's just a prostitute. Why pretend to be so noble?
Who is a prostitute?
Mr. Smith, that's quite offensive. Don't be upset, my girl.
Please don't speak so harshly. Naomi isn't that kind of person.
Oh my, this girl is quite pretty too.
Ha 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 ha.
All right. How about a 2-for-1 deal tonight? I'll give you 28,571. So, you two, come with me. I will show you what true happiness feels like. Ah.
What did you say?
You damned old man. I've been with him for over a week. He never gave me $28,571. And now he wanna give Naomi $28,571 a night. Why?
What? Not enough for 28,571? Hey, woman, are you a bit greedy? If it weren't for you two, as a 2-for-1 deal, do you think you're worth this price?
You? What do you take me for?
In this situation, what else can young and pretty girls do here? Isn't it just to seduce wealthy men?
How about I add another $7,143? How about it?
Get your filthy hands off me. You look like a rock. Disgusting.
You! Who gave you the courage to speak to me like this?
Good hit. Naomi, you'll regret this.
How dare you hit me?
What's wrong with me hitting you? Let me tell you the truth. Tonight, you must come with me. Otherwise, you won't be able to bear the results.
Naomi, what should we do?
Hey, Mr. Percy, what's going on? There is an order to this stuff, you know. These two. At least one of them should come with me.
Mr. Smith, that's enough. I've already given you my girlfriend. Aren't you satisfied? If I'm done playing in a few days, I'll just give her to you, right?
Ha ha ha.
If you can come to this party, you must not be ordinary people. Which company are you from?
I'm with Fidelity Group's general manager.
I'm Mr. Percy from Harmony Properties. Is having a net worth in the tens of millions enough to qualify you to follow me?
Get away. Oh my.
Quite a fiery personality. Ha 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 ha.
Who's Naomi Johnson? Get out here.
Who are you? What do you want?
Hey, fellers. This is Naomi Johnson. What do you want with her?
So you're Naomi. Thought you could hide from us? Pay up right now.
Sorry. What money? When did I borrow money from you?
Trying to dodge your debt? Take a good look. It's clearly written in black and white. Half a month ago, you owed Mr. Lion $1,428,571, plus $2,157,140 in interest. Listen, pay up right now, or else we'll be rude.
What's going on, Naomi?
I don't know, but these aren't my handwriting. Are you sure you've got the right person?
Still trying to argue? Is this your ID card, isn't it?
How did my ID end up with you?
Because of your debt. It was collateral for Mr. Lion. You can't avoid this debt. You owe a debt and you will pay. If you don't repay, your shoes are going to curl.
Oh, this girl's a spendthrift. Actually, she borrowed so much money.
Naomi, you have to pay your bills.
Ha ha ha. I think this girl's in trouble today.
Ha ha ha. Mr. Percy, don't you like her? Aren't you going to play the hero?
Get lost, Mr. Smith. I'm not acting crazy. That's 2,157,142s. I've got the cash. Why not have some fun? Why do I have to play the fool for her?
All right, Naomi. Pay back the money quickly, or don't blame us for being impolite.
No way. I don't even know you. I never borrowed any money from you. This is so strange.
We even have your ID card. Don't try to deny it. Since you won't pay back, don't blame us for getting rough.
You can't lay a hand on her.
Do you know who I am? I'm going to have to call for help.
Go ahead. We'll wait. See if we're afraid of you. Grab her for me.
Get off me. You are too lawless. Listen, I'm the wife of the president of the Grant Group. There's no way I'm borrowing from you.
Ha 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 ha. You're Mrs. Grant? Who are you fooling?
Naomi, stop calling yourself Mrs. Grant. They're here to collect the debt. If you are Mrs. Grant, then pay them back.
You?
If she's Mrs. Grant, then I must be the richest man. Ha 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 ha. Don't listen to her nonsense. He's just a debtor who doesn't want to pay back.
Why are you making things worse?
All right, stop your whining. If you don't leave, I'll smash your pretty face.
Jade, step back. I don't owe them any money. I'm not afraid of what they might do. Besides, even if I have to pay back, this small amount is nothing to me. Don't let them hurt you.
But
since you're protecting Naomi, hurry up and get the money.
I only have $143 on me.
Then why are you making a fuss, looking for trouble?
Stop. Don't touch Jade. You just want money. I can give it to you. Not just 2,857,142s, even 28,571,428. I can afford it. But if I'm going to pay back, I need to see the creditor, right?
This woman has a point. Let's get Mr. Lion to come personally. Otherwise, if she doesn't pay, we're the ones in trouble.
Mr. Lion happens to be coming for business today. I'll ask him now. Mr. Lion, Naomi insists on seeing you before repaying. What do you think?
To get my money back, I have to go in person? Useless. Send me the address.
Yes, I'm useless. It is at the Crescent Banquet. You heard him. Mr. Lion is coming personally. Do the smart thing, just pay up, or you'll regret it later.
Stop! Who said you could leave?
Man, it's Naomi who owes money, not us. Besides, we're busy. Just let us go first.
No way. If I let you go, you'll call for backup. We're not that stupid.
Damn you, Naomi. You're going to get us killed.
Where is Naomi Johnson?
Mr. Lion, you're here. Look, she's Naomi Johnson.
Naomi, you made me come in person? Mrs. Grant?
What's going on?
Why are you here? Mrs. Grant, you idiot. Get your freaking paws off her.
I wonder who my creditor, Mr. Lion, is. Oh, it's you, Mr. Lion. Your men came with my ID and a ring, saying I owed you 1,428,571. Now it's 2,157,142 ones. Explain this to me. What's going on?
A misunderstanding. This is all a misunderstanding. I didn't look closely at the ID card. I thought it was one with the same name, and had landed a big deal. But it turns out I was scammed?
All right, I'll trust you this once. Go back and find out who used my ID.
Okay, madam. Mrs. Grant, please calm down. I'll have my staff bring the fruit to you right away. Please forgive me, I apologize. I'll go check the surveillance now.
Mr. Percy, let's go. This is not fun. Let them sort it out themselves.
Yeah, Mr. Smith. I don't want to touch this hot potato. Let's go.
Wait. Until we find out who set up Mrs. Grant. No one is leaving?
Meh, she's just a woman who serves drinks and smiles at parties. What Mrs. Nonsense? Get out of my way.
How dare you insult Mrs. Grant like that? You want to get hit?
Get off. I have urgent business.
Hey, wait. Oh. You? It was you who used Mrs. Grant's ID to borrow money from me. You almost got me killed. Watch how I deal with you.
Mr. Percy saved me. I didn't lie. And I'm her classmate. I know what she's like. And Mr. Percy, I'm your woman. If you don't help me, how do you think this makes you look?
Melody, I've tolerated you time and time again, but this is how you repay me? Stop pretending. Fine. I see how it is. You have no place in this city anymore. Take her away.
I'm not leaving. No one can make me.
Hey, I want to see who dares take her from me.
You two old men. I'll deal with you both today. Hello, honey. The CEO of Fidelity Group and Mr. Percy from Harmony Properties are bullying me. Help me deal with this.
Who are you calling? Your husband? Let me tell you, even if you call the god, it won't help you today.
Just laugh. You won't be smiling for long.
Oh, don't start. If you know your place, let us go, or I'll kill you.
I'd like to see how you'll kill me.
Still talking tough, huh? Believe me, I'll kill you today. And who are you? Get off.
How dare you insult our madam? Dead to me.
Mr. Percy.
Lion, teach them a lesson, especially him. He dared to hit me.
Do you know who I am? Dare to touch me?
I don't care who you are. Dare to offend our madam. One punch from me is light.
Madam, are you addicted to acting with so many people here? Believe me, I'll smash you with money right now.
I believe you soon won't be able to take out a single cent.
Hello. What? Speak clearly. Hello.
What happened?
My company just called me that. I've been fired.
What? You got fired? Aren't you the GM? How could you be fired? If you're fired, what about our cooperation?
How would I know?
Your company is about to go under. Are you thinking about cooperation?
What do you mean by that?
You'll know after you take a call.
Hello. What? Bankruptcy. I have hundreds of millions. How could I go bankrupt? Shut up. No, impossible. I'm so wealthy. How could I go bankrupt? It must be fake.
Turning off your phone won't help. Stop deceiving yourself now. You're already a pauper.
It was you, right?
You just lost your company, but you slapped me.
Fair. Bullshit. How much money do I make by hitting you? But my assets worth over $1 billion disappeared just like that?
Serves you right.
Who are you?
Madam is the wife of Ethan Grant, CEO of Grant Group.
Grant Group. She is Mrs. Grant. No, it's impossible. She's a mingler. How could she be Mrs. Grant?
Who told you I'm a mingler?
It's she. She said you two are good friends, and you're just a mingler. Money can buy a relationship with you?
Melody, what the hell are you doing?
What does it have to do with me? You seduce men yourself. What's it to do with me?
Bring her.
Yes.
Bitch. Do you deliberately hurt me? Now I'm bankrupt. Are you happy now?
Madam, what?
It seems that some people do evil. Someone cleans her up for me first. Then we'll see.
Why did you hit me? Call yourself a man?
I'm not a man, am I? Today I'll show you whether I'm a man or not.
Why did you hit me? It's not me who made you bankrupt. If you have the guts, hit her. Do you dare?
Still want to talk tough with me, right? Watch me not kill you today. I'll kill you.
Good job. Kill her.
That's enough.
Sorry, Mrs. Grant. I really didn't know your identity before. It was she who fooled me. Running a company isn't easy. I beg you, please forgive me and spare me.
Right. I have a family to support. If I get fired, my whole family will go hungry. Please spare me.
Melody, why do you do this to me? What benefit is it to you?
As long as I see you suffering, I'm happy.
You're beyond help.
What about me? I've been so good to you, giving you so much money every month, and bringing you to places like this. Is this how you treat me?
Be nice to me? It's just a joke. Who would send me to sleep with? Other men just for a contract.
A woman like you, is it all about money? I do give you money.
You treated me like shit. What did I do to harm you? I was so delighted. When I saw you two fighting like dogs.
Really? To defeat me, you'd sleep with an old man like that? Are you really happy?
Of course. As long as I can go over your head, anything goes.
Then now, did you accomplish it? Sometimes I really don't understand. I've never provoked you, but you keep targeting me.
Why? Why? You were born with everything. While I have to sleep with this fat just to get by?
Who are fat? You didn't have this attitude when you were spending my money.
Do you have money now? Maybe you don't have as much as me now.
Shit. Isn't this all because of you? You just wait. Why are you
interrupting when I'm talking to her?
Sorry. Please continue.
You have to rely on your own effort if you weren't born into a good family. You've already joined Grant Group, but you don't think about how to get promoted and raise your salary. You undermine and steal others' hard work.
Even if I join Grant Group, what good does it do? Even if I work all my life, I'm just an ordinary employee. What's the use?
What about your dad? He has followed my husband for years. Would my husband treat him badly? Is it because of your vanity that Uncle Johnny at his age lost his job and got into debt?
Yet you dare to mention my dad? If you really cared for him, why would you fire him? Just because of a few clothes? How come you're so wealthy but can't share a little with us?
What kind of mind thinks this way?
Naomi, stop pretending here. I admit you won today. But when I saw Mr. Percy slap you like that, it was worth it. Well done, Mr. Percy.
Shut up. Mrs. Grant, I'm sorry. I really didn't know your identity. I didn't mean to, really. If I had known who you were, I certainly wouldn't dare to hit you. Please calm down. I can punish and hit myself.
Coward.
You're incorrigible. I originally thought, since we were all college classmates, I'd give you credit for that.
I don't need it.
Fine. You'll pay for what you've done.
Naomi, what can you do to me? First, I don't work for your company. Second, I haven't taken a penny from you. What can you do to me? Sooner or later, I'll get you killed.
Lion, send her information out and have her blackballed across the city. No company is allowed to hire her. If anyone tries to engage in any improper relationship with her for money, they'll face the wrath of Grant's group.
What did you say?
Melody, enjoy feeling abandoned by the world.
You can't treat me like this. Why are you doing this to me, Naomi?
Let's go this place. Disgusts me.
Okay.
Mrs. Grant, we've already apologized. Can't you forgive us?
Nope. Because you're not kind people either. Or why would she target you like that? Have you heard the saying, spilt water cannot be gathered up again? Just think about that.
What does she mean by that?
It means we're finished. We're completely finished.
No, it can't be. I'm the general manager. How can I just end like this?
It's all because of you. You've ruined us both.
It's all her fault.
Stay away. Stay away?
Now you know fear, right? Today I must kill you. Kill you.
Kill you.
You are on the road to disaster.
I didn't expect you're Mrs. Grant. I thought you were like us, just ordinary people.
What's ordinary or not? Rich or poor, aren't we all human? I don't believe in types. Oh, by the way, I can drop you off on the way.
That'd be nice. Thank you, Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson? We're classmates. You don't need to be so formal with me. Just call me Naomi. Okay.
Thank you for giving me a ride. Everyone's at my place now. How about coming up for some tea?
Will it bother you?
Not at all. It'll give my husband a chance to meet you.
Come on, baby. No one's interrupting us now. Oh, honey, we can have a good time together.
You can take a seat. What are you doing?
Dare to mess with me, you're asking for it.
Oh, baby. Is this the old-ass granny you mentioned? She doesn't look that great indeed. It's hard on you.
Who's she, Logan? Why are you so intimate?
Are you blind or am I deaf? She's my sweetheart.
Logan, how dare you say such vile things? I'm your wife.
You're just a watchdog for our family. Now my wife is Grace. Oh, right. This is the divorce agreement. I advise you to sign it quickly.
Sign it quickly. Don't delay our marriage registration.
Logan, I've been married to you for so many years, working so hard for you. Now you have a new love, but throw me away? I won't divorce you.
Are you looking for a fight again? Watch how I will ruin you today.
Stop.
Where did this damned woman come from? Get out of here quickly.
Are you Logan? Jade is your wife. How can you treat her like this?
It's my right to discipline my woman. I advise you not to meddle. Otherwise, you'll get a beating too.
Ridiculous. Naomi!
Stop meddling in my affairs. He might hit you when he goes crazy. What should we do?
Have you forgotten who I am? If he dares touch me, I'll make sure he regrets it. Don't worry. What's going on? Has he been abusing you all along?
No abuse. It was an accident. My fault.
I don't believe that. Logan, did you do this?
Yes, I did it. So what?
Do you know this is illegal?
Uh-huh. Who cares if it's illegal or not? She's just a watchdog for my villa. I can do whatever I want.
Yes, but what's your relationship with her? Mind your own business.
You guys... I'm Jade's classmate. I'll handle this today.
Oh, I thought it was who? You, her classmates, want a medal, right? Fine, since you're classmates, then persuade her to sign this divorce agreement. If she doesn't sign, I'll beat her until she does.
Jade, he is just a scumbag. You must divorce him.
Naomi, I know you mean well, but we've been married for so many years. I'm used to it. And I can't divorce. If we divorce, where will I live?
How can I have nowhere to live? You can rent a house outside or stay in the employee dormitory. If you have difficulties, I can help you with work and accommodation.
Really? Forget it. I won't trouble you. I'll endure it.
I knew you damned woman wouldn't sign obediently. Fine, today I'll kill you.
Is there no justice? Jade, did you see that? If you don't divorce him soon, you'll be in danger.
Okay. I agree to divorce.
You're damn right.
Wait, hold on.
What's going on?
You want to regret it?
You dare not sign, or you'll face consequences.
Shut up. Logan, you were in the wrong first. Why should Jade leave with nothing?
Didn't I just say? She's just my family's dog. She won't take a single thing from my home.
You wicked woman. Are you asking for trouble?
Naomi, let it go. I want no more contact with that person. It's okay to leave with nothing?
No, it isn't fair to you.
Oh, come on, you. She said no. Why do you insist? So annoying.
I'm just helping her fight for what she deserves. Unlike you, love scum like this. Aren't you afraid? Jade's fate could be yours.
I'm telling you. Stop trying to sow discord here. I treat my loved ones far better than a dog.
Right. Logan told me. The house and the car are in my name. More importantly, Logan is an employee of Grant Group. His annual salary is at least $28,571. When he's paid, it's under my control. Don't compare me to this wretch.
Jade, your husband works for Grant Group? Isn't that a coincidence? Why didn't you ever tell me?
I forgot.
Cut the shit. Sign the papers already. Sign them and get out. Don't bother my move-in.
I'll count to 3. If you don't sign, you two won't leave through that gate.
Logan, I suggest you don't get too cocky. I'm not someone you can mess with.
You're the one who can't mess with me. Then tell me, what makes you so special?
My husband is the CEO of Grant Group.
Ha 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 ha. Just look at Jade. How could she have any connection with Mrs. Grant? You're making me laugh. Ha ha ha.
Exactly. The esteemed CEO's wife could never be a temptress like her.
Logan, Naomi really is Mrs. Grant.
Ha ha ha. If she's Mrs. Grant, then I'm Mr. Grant's father. I warn you not to lie to me.
It's okay. Since he doesn't believe it, let's call his direct supervisor over. Hey, honey. Do you know Logan Spencer? He bullied me. Call his direct supervisor to his house.
I warn you. Stop acting here, Jade. Sign quickly.
Ow, get off. Let her go.
You bitch, mind your own business, or I'll hit you too.
Stop it.
Manager Lion, what brings you to my home?
Logan, how dare you lay hands on Mrs. Grant? You're asking for it.
What? She's Mrs. Grant?
Madam, it's my failure to manage properly that led this trash to offend you. Ask for your punishment.
Punishment isn't necessary, but the Grant Group can't keep such an employee. Fire him.
Yes. Logan, I'm informing you formally now. You're fired.
No, please. Please, Mr. Lion, I'm sorry. And Mrs. Grant, I'm truly sorry. Please spare me.
Now you realize your mistake. State that you leave with nothing, or I'll have Grant Group blacklist you citywide and make you leave Norcastle.
Okay, I'll leave with nothing. I'll leave with nothing, Mr. Lion.
Go amend the agreement. And his position goes to Jade.
Yes. Hurry up.
Oh.
Jade, now you're an employee of our Grant Group.
Naomi, thank you. I won't let your efforts go to waste.
Hello, Mum. I'm already back in the country. You held a welcome banquet for me. All right, I'll go back now.
Mrs. Stewart, have you heard? The heiress of the richest family is going back to the country.
Really? Even the heir of the Rothschild family is attending this celebrity banquet. I heard this isn't just a welcome banquet for the richest family's daughter. It's also a husband-seeking banquet. General Smith from the Ministry of War and the young master of Glory Group are attending. Truly a gathering of elites.
Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Naomi,
This celebrity banquet was specially arranged for you. How do you like it?
I'm very pleased, of course. Daddy and Mommy, let's go inside.
Okay, let's go.
Here comes the richest family.
Mr. Johnson, the newly appointed leader of the Smiths.
I've come today to propose. We offer a $1.4 billion dowry and a heavenly villa manor.
I am Charles Glory, eldest son of the Glories. I've come today to propose. We offer a $1.4 billion dowry, 5 properties in Thompson Mansions, a family heirloom from our Glories, and the Glories automotive industrial chain to demonstrate sincerity.
Mr. Johnson and Miss Johnson, I am the young master of the Rothschilds. I wish to present the exclusive membership card of all global flagship stores. The only pink star symbolizing the beautiful love, and a crown crafted from emerald green jade. Miss Johnson, please marry me.
Thank you all for your kindness towards my daughter. Naomi, which one do you like? Feel free to choose.
Well, obviously, of course she will choose Mr. Smith.
That's not necessarily true.
Mr. Smith, thank you for your affection. However, you're not quite my type.
She didn't choose Mr. Smith?
Truly the heiress of the richest family. She rejected even a top-tier prince.
Naomi, we grew up together. My feelings for you have never changed.
Charles, I can't marry you either?
Why?
I'm sorry. You aren't quite my type either.
Miss Johnson, is my gift not enough? I can give you more.
Everyone, since my daughter hasn't chosen any of you, I believe she has her reasons. Naomi, there are still many celebrities at the banquet. Just choose whoever you like.
Mommy, actually, I forgot to tell you that I'm married. His name is Ethan Grant. I've already agreed to see his aunt today.
What's his family background? Is he some poor boy?
Daddy, he's the CEO of Grant Group.
I heard he started from scratch and became a new aristocrat on his own. Not bad for the man you likes. Today's your first visit to H.Si Aunt's house. She's the elder, and I has already prepared a gift for you. High-end bird's nests, snow lotus, and crystal diamonds. There's about 428.
If not enough, you can take my gift with you.
And mine.
And mine!
Thank you. These are already enough. Mommy, then I'll go first. Let's go. Are my outfits and these gifts too ostentatious? What if Ethan's aunt sees these and gets a bad impression of me? No, I must change. Hey, can you take care of these things and then leave me alone? It shouldn't be too ostentatious, right? Ethan. I'm sorry, Ethan. I was stuck in traffic.
It's okay. My aunt is upstairs in the restaurant.
Okay.
Why did you bring so much?
My mum said for the first meeting with elders I should be polite. Ethan, I'm a little worried. What if she doesn't like me?
Don't worry, it's just a meal. Besides, we're already married. Her attitude isn't that important.
Okay. Then I'll be reassured. Let's go.
Hello, let me introduce you. This is my wife, Naomi Johnson.
Hello, Aunt.
Please sit down, Naomi.
Don't move, just stand. Turn around, let me see. Thin legs, thin waist, no chest and no butt. You don't seem capable of bearing sons?
What era is this? Sons or daughters is all the same? Naomi, sit down quickly.
Miss Johnson, right? Where is your household registration?
Aunt, in Norcastle.
Norcastle? It's still not Dragonia. Local household registration, huh?
Aunt, it doesn't matter.
Do you have a house? Is it far from the city center?
My family has villas in the suburbs. My dad finds the city centre too noisy. and Mum doesn't like either. So all rented out. All my houses are in the suburbs.
Suburbs? So there's no house in the city. Those in the suburbs are all self-built?
The air in the suburbs is good, and all kinds of houses are the same. And plus, many people are building villas in the suburbs.
Can they be the same? She is rural household registration with self-built houses. Match the rich?
My family is the richest. We have properties all over the world. I just don't want Ethan to feel pressured. She's aunt, not my mother-in-law. Why is she looking down on me?
Ethan, I'm not wrong, right? She's not worthy of you.
Aunt, I will provide for my wife materially. Whether she has or not doesn't matter.
Ethan, I'm doing this for your own good. You've worked so hard to make the Grants prosperous. How can you marry a poor girl who had nothing? Naomi, what do your parents do?
My dad does the raw stones development, mining on the mountain.
What? Digging stones on the mountain.
My dad's digging his own gold mine. My family's wealth comes from my dad's mining.
No way. As your aunt, I absolutely disagree. You said her parents were in business, earning hundreds of thousands a year. They make at most a few thousand a month digging stones. If you marry her, won't you be taking on a burden?
Aunt, love is between two people. I married Ethan and Ethan married me. What does it have to do with my parents?
You have neither a career nor a job. You have a rural household registration with self-built house. Ethan graduated from a great college, and his family owns companies. He's too good for you.
Enough. Aunt, since you've arrived, we treat you to dinner. Naomi respects you, too. But this isn't a reason to overstep.
This is still for your own good?
I don't need it.
Aunt, I'm here.
Julia, you're here. Hurry up and sit here with me. I'm happy to see you.
Aunt Naomi and I invite you to dinner. Why did you bring Julia here?
Julia is not a stranger.
Ethan, long time no see. By the way, Aunt, when I came in just now, you seemed a little unhappy. What's wrong?
What else can it be? Ethan married a poor girl, no money, no house, and her dad is digging stones. It's embarrassing to say.
Digging stones on the mountain? Isn't that dangerous? What if something happens and he falls down the mountain and gets crushed by a rock?
My dad takes good safety measures. You don't need to worry.
It seems like you don't know who I am. Let me introduce myself then. I'm Julia Lambert, Ethan's ex-girlfriend. Currently, I work at Balsam Group as a project director, earning millions of dollars a year.
Working at Balsam Group, which managed by my elder brother.
Julia is beautiful, well-educated, and most importantly, she has household registration in Dragonia. She is young, but successful, 100 times better than you.
Aunt, Jade is now past tense. We're just friends now.
Don't say anything. Even old married couples started as friends. As long as you love each other, that's enough.
Aunt, so what are you saying? You want her to interfere in our marriage?
So what if I was? People aim high. Ethan graduated from a good college. He should marry a woman from an equal background. Julia, on the other hand, studied abroad and now she's an executive at your company, earning millions of dollars a year. You're not even worthy of comparing yourself to Julia.
Naomi, if I were you, I'd take all the trash and get out.
Enough.
Ethan, I'm doing this for your own good. If you want a broader development, a bright future, how can you be dragged down by a country girl? She's just a country girl, marrying a village man. Isn't that good?
If you still want me as your aunt, I advise you not to say such things. You should know my temper.
Let's just forget it, Aunt. Don't make everyone unhappy because of me.
You're sensible and knows how to consider my feelings. Ethan should marry a capable wife like you, not like some people.
Since you're so unwelcoming to me, I don't think there's any need to continue this meal.
You can go. But why make Ethan do this?
Such a bad temper. You dare ask my daughter to leave.
Mommy, you're here. This is Ethan Grant, my husband.
Hi, I'm Naomi's mom.
Hello, mother-in-law. Please sit down.
You must be Ethan's aunt. Naomi is usually pampered by her older brother and dad at home. She's a bit willful.
If she does anything wrong, I apologize. For her.
Why does Naomi's mom look familiar? I feel like I've seen her somewhere.
She also has an elder brother. What does her brother do? What if you really marry her? Her brother might rely on you to support him.
Aunt, please say less.
Relax. My son is self-sufficient. He will never rely on your family.
That sounds easy. Her dad is just a stone miner. How much savings could he have? If they really get married, guess the bride price will have to be left for your son, and the burden of elderly care will still fall on Ethan.
Digging stones? The stones my husband digs are not ordinary? You're overthinking it?
Oh, madam, my aunt didn't mean that. Please don't mind. Since everyone's here today, let's order some food. Waiter.
Madam, may I take your order?
A serving of caviar, a serving of foie gras, an Italian-style vegetable soup, steak, medium rare, and another bottle of 1982 Lafitte.
1982 Lafitte? Really?
Waiter.
Is there anything I can help with?
I'm ordering, just like she said earlier. I'll have the same.
Do you also want a bottle of 1982 Lafitte?
Yes. No. I want that of 1972. I want one more expensive than hers.
The highest is the 1982.
What kind of lousy restaurant is this? Don't even have wine from 1972? Well, I'll take that of 1982.
Hey. Aunt. The 1982 Lafitte is not cheap.
How expensive could it be? It's not like we can't afford it. Today, let her know we're from two different worlds. A country bumpkin like her even thinks she can be a big break. What a dream.
My relative has always lived in town. We don't usually interact much, so no need to worry about it.
Don't worry, let's talk less and just watch later.
Okay.
This man is quite good.
Are you sure you want the 1982 Lafitte?
Why the useless question? I told you to bring it. Isn't this wine meant for steak? I'll have another steak. Well done. And a bit of foie gras and lamb chops.
Fine, I'll arrange that for you.
Excuse me. Waiter. Give me one of your premium sets. The exclusive brand beauty treatment, please.
Sorry, madam, it's limited to members only.
Julia is regular customers at this restaurant.
It's okay, Aunt. I come here only 2 or 3 times a week. Waiter, I'll have that premium sets.
I'm sorry? Your membership is at the diamond level, without the necessary privileges.
What kind of premium sets is this? How come my privileges aren't enough? I'm friends with your manager. Go get your manager for me.
Sorry, our manager is in a meeting. I'm afraid he doesn't have time for you.
You.
Swipe my card.
Is this the Supreme Black Card, of which only 3 exist globally?
What? Supreme Black Card? Are you sure? I heard that the Supreme Black Card is only for billionaires.
Exactly. This is the Supreme Black Card.
You must have seen it wrong. Just a country bumpkin who digs stones. Could she have such a Supreme Black Card? What kind of card do you have? Could it be rural medical insurance card? Didn't you hear the waiter just now? They need a high-level membership card. These kinds of high-end places, you probably have never been.
Aunt, what kind of people is Ethan interested in? Like mother, like daughter, right?
Aunt and Julia, say a little less.
It is my honor to meet you, the prestigious member, madam. You are our restaurant's top member. Our restaurant's rules state that when top members visit, all expenses are waived.
What black card?
My mom has a top-tier black card.
Would you like to move to the exclusive VIP room for black card holders?
No need, just same menu, one of everything. You may go.
Yes, madam.
Julia. Is her card even more high-end than your diamond card?
Aunt, that black card is a global limited release. That's strange. Isn't she from the countryside? This restaurant is the city's finest. How did they get the top-tier black card?
They must have stumbled upon it. Probably picked it up off the ground. They're all dressed in cheap clothes. Where would they get the money?
Naomi, what's the deal with your black card?
Actually,
I know the restaurant manager. This card was given by the manager.
Oh.
Mrs. Johnson, I heard you live in the countryside and even has a self-built house. Rural household registration isn't very presentable. Ethan, graduated from a good college, and is a local. You say the kid is naive? Shouldn't we adults have more control?
You make sense.
Everything must match in social status, right? Naomi and Ethan are a mismatch in social standing. They won't be happy together?
What era are we in now to talk about matching families?
Exactly. Ethan and I like each other, and that's never going to change. Isn't that enough?
Yes, outsiders shouldn't interfere with our relationship.
Ethan, I'm just looking out for you. Naomi's family is poor and has nothing. There's also a brother in her family. If you marry her in the future, you'll have to take care of them all. People should aim higher. Why would you look downwards?
I'm willing to.
What are you willing for? On behalf of your mother, I disagree. Julia is beautiful and kind-hearted. At her young age, she is the project director at Balsam Group, earning millions per year. You ignore such a good girl and choose a poor girl. Do you want to infuriate us?
Hey, a woman should have her own career, not always hoping to marry him, and rely on Ethan to support your whole family alone.
You're the PD at Balsam Group?
Yeah, and soon I'll lead as project's GM.
Julia is from a wealthy family, thoughtful, capable, and ambitious. Moreover, she is a local resident, a rare find. Not like some people. Just rags, yet still want to be riches?
Are you ever going to stop?
Oh, you get all worked up so quickly. I didn't name names?
In your mind, is social status that crucial?
Of course it is. Ethan achieved his success through hard work. He received a good education. We see him struggling to this day. Don't you dare delay his bright future.
Aunt, you've gone too far.
Ethan, don't say anything.
Okay. Why don't you talk about how Naomi's holding him back?
Ethan has a bright future ahead. If there's a rich heiress, it'll make him better at things. His future is promising. To put it bluntly, your daughter simply isn't worthy of Ethan.
I thought Ethan was sensible and capable. His relatives should be well educated. Now it seems I was mistaken. Naomi has been cherished since childhood. Considering social status, I think our families aren't quite suitable.
Madam.
Hey, we haven't despised your poverty yet you despise our grants.
Who's really despising who? This is our first meeting. You is already asserting dominance. So, Naomi is easy to bully, huh?
If she were half as good as Julia, I would not bully her. She's not worthy compared to Julia. Just aiming to climb up our grants. Dream on.
Our Johnsons has never climbed anyone?
All right, since you're so tough, let them divorce. Leave, Ethan.
I won't meddle. Their relationship, to divorce or not, is their business. I hope both our families respect the children's opinions more.
You're a respectable person. Capable indeed. You're just trying to climb us. Ethan is the real deal, truly promising. How could he be slighted by marrying a poor girl without even local household registration?
A Dragonia household registration makes you feel superior. Our household registration is also valid. Are we lower in status than you? She has never suffered since childhood. I'm worried she'll be upset. Do I want to waste time and effort discussing this with you?
Fine. Now I can see the family resemblance. You are the same.
Aunt, please don't be angry. It's not worth getting worked up over these people.
Stop, Aunt. Could you stop causing trouble?
Ethan, marrying her holds you back. I'm telling you to divorce her.
It's impossible. Naomi is the only wife for me.
Hello, Secretary Gray. All right, I got it. I'll be right there.
Mommy, is something wrong? You go ahead and busy yourself. I can handle this.
Excuse me, I have matters to attend to. I won't hold back my words. I don't interfere in their relationship. However, if you makes Naomi suffer, just know this. Our family won't sit idly by.
You're a stone miner on a mountain, trying to climb up to our grants. Dream on.
If you insist on climbing, I'll just expose you. Mrs. Grant, talking about climbing. It's you climbing us.
Oh my God.
Aunt, are you jealous of my happiness?
Ethan, I'm doing this for your own good. Tell me. Julia values looks, family background and career. Just tell me, what does Naomi have that's better than her?
Aunt, money isn't a goddamn thing. I believe our love can rival anything material.
Love without material isn't love. Marriage involves two families. Without material, there's no happiness. You, don't delay, Ethan.
Have you watched too many dramas, thinking every Cinderella will meet her Prince Charming? But our person needs to face reality. Whatever status you have, go find a family that matches.
Julia is a beauty from a wealthy family, with connections and broad networks. In the future, she'll help Ethan's career. What can you offer, Ethan?
Are you thinking after marriage, you'll stay home forever, being a housewife?
Ethan married a wife, not hired as a maid.
If you want what you said, then I can give it to him too.
Naomi, have you forgotten what your family does? What help can you provide Ethan? Money or connections? Or help in his career? With just you probably can't even offer a dowry.
Ethan, you must divorce her today.
Enough. I won't divorce Naomi. Even if my parents come today, I will never change my decision.
I said, Naomi, what has she done to you? What does she have that's good? Why Julia?
Naomi and I truly love each other. No matter who opposes us, I won't give her up. And about our relationship, I don't need anyone to intervene.
Ethan, we were also truly in love before. Why are you thinking about someone else?
Sorry. My feelings for you ended here. It's over between us. Forcing it isn't sweet.
Let it be, Ethan. Let's eat.
All you do is eat. Such a glutton.
All right, Aunt. Let's eat first. You've been hungry all morning. Oh, I heard. The chef at the garden restaurant is the exclusive chef for the richest family. Don't be angry. Don't ruin your health.
Oh, Julia's better.
Knows how to care for me.
Oh, Ethan. After eating, I'm gonna play cards. You take Julia home.
I'll take Naomi home later.
How will Naomi come and go? Julia just had a drink. She can't drive herself. Be good. Take Julia home.
I'm worried about Naomi being alone.
She's not important. She sure can take a beating. Be obedient, take Julia. Quick!
It's okay, Aunt. If I can't do it, I can call a driver.
Ethan is a grown man here. How can he call a driver? Ethan, be obedient.
Forget it, forget it. Let's go together. Hey!
This is my wife's seat.
But I'm a bit carsick. I'm only comfortable in this seat.
It's okay, let her sit. We'll change seats when we get back.
Okay.
Ethan, do you remember the barbecue restaurant on Lakeshore Coast? It's renovated now and really popular.
Lakeshore Coast BBQ?
Yeah. Didn't we love going there for barbecue when we used to date? Have you forgotten? The last time we went there on a date, you even told me, I'm the one girl you'd marry.
Those were just jokes. Don't bring that up again.
How could that be a joke? I remember every detail of us being together. This isn't something I can just forget. By the way, Naomi, I heard from Aunt. Today is your family gathering. Where's your dad? Why isn't he here?
My dad went abroad to expand markets. How come his schedule needs to be reported to you too?
Market expansion? You sure know how to flatter your dad. Which mountain abroad is he going to? Dig for stones this time? You must remind your dad to stay safe. Lately I keep seeing on TV events of landslides. If anything unexpected happens, it wouldn't be good.
What my dad digs isn't ordinary stones.
Oh. Not ordinary stones? Then your dad is digging gold mines or silver mines?
You guessed right. My dad is digging rough stones.
Rough stones? Do you really think your dad's a tycoon? I know. Just now, Aunt said something to you and made you uncomfortable. But this person still has to have self-awareness. A mule or a horse. Others can tell at a glance. Stop pretending. Ethan, I heard your company recently launched a tourism ecology project. Hey, I happen to know GM Howard of a travel company. How about I introduce you to each other? Let's forget about that project.
Let's go. arrive.
Oh. Ethan, I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Can you take me upstairs?
Miss Lambert, let me take you home.
Hey.
Let's
oh,
go.
No.
Go home.
Oh.
Go home.
You?
Goodbye.
Naomi. You? Naomi, you... Hey. Wait.
Ethan, in your heart, do you also care about family background?
I certainly don't care. Aunt did. Go too far today. Don't take it to heart. We just need to live our own lives.
But she's still your aunt. If she doesn't like me, will your family also not like me?
No, don't worry. With me here, I won't let you be wronged for marrying me.
Ethan, I knew I married the right person.
Hey.
Mommy.
Naomi, let me tell you, if it weren't for your decent husband with those people, I would make you divorced today.
Mommy, I married Ethan, not the Grants. You don't need to worry about me.
Ethan is a good person, but with such eccentric relatives, who knows what his family thinks? Mom is afraid you'll be wronged. If his family interferes, do you think he'll always side with you?
Mom, I'm very clear about Ethan's character. Otherwise, would I get married so easily?
Our family, the richest in Norcastle. Hey, think about it. The Grant family is just a small working-class family. Why do they look down on us?
Mommy, Ethan said, that aunt is just a distant relative, not very educated. Don't get angry with such people.
Naomi, your father and I won't interfere with your decision. But your father said you're naive? To ensure you stay on the right path, Ethan will be scrutinized to see his loyalty to you.
Mr. Grant.
Something's wrong. The factory batch has issues. Our partner, Mr. Thomas, is suing us for $257,142. Yes, it was sent out, but Mr. Thomas says it's different from the sample. The company has received his lawsuit, claiming $2,850,142. Mr. Grant, Mr. Thomas said, no money, no deal. I heard he hired the best lawyer in Dragonia. It looks like we, Honor Tech, is set to lose this $2,857,142.
Ethan, this is chicken soup, Julia. Spent all morning making for you. Come and try it.
Ethan, you love my chicken soup, don't you?
What happened?
It's our partner, Mr. Thomas. He's unhappy with the batch and suing Honor Tech for $2,857,142.
That much? Ethan, your company just started. $2,857,142 is a huge sum. Where will you get that money?
Okay.
Ethan, your company is in trouble. How can I leave? Julia!
Yes?
You have connections and ways. Surely you can help. $2,857,142 is a huge amount for us. Our Grant family can't come up with that money. Mr. Thomas, you must know him, right?
I'm in Balsam Group as the project deputy manager, mostly dealing with internal affairs. Who cares about knowing bosses? Well, let's handle this first. Ethan, is this Mr. Thomas? You're talking about the one from RF Trading? I have some acquaintance with his son.
That's great. Julia, you can do something. Talk to Mr. Thomas about it.
No problem.
Ethan, I brought you lunch. Eat while it's hot. Don't get hungry.
Naomi, why are you here at Ethan's company?
Aunt, I'm here to bring lunch to my husband. This is the rib stew I made for Ethan. You.
What time is it? All you do is eat. There's trouble at Ethan's company. No time to eat. Get the hell out of here.
Naomi. As a woman, you've gone too far. You're embarrassing yourself. Hey.
Ethan, what's wrong with the company? Is it about the project?
Why ask so much? Do you understand company projects as a woman? Hurry up and get lost.
Ethan, what's wrong?
Well, the factory had issues with last batch.
This factory was the one I arranged. There shouldn't be any issues.
What? Did you arrange the factory? Isn't this absurd?
Can you please stop talking? This is a critical moment.
If it weren't for her, finding those random factories, goods won't have any problems. Would Mr. Thomas be dissatisfied?
The processing plants under Dragon Group are the best jewelry processing plants in Dragonia. What do you mean by random factory? Can you speak reasonably?
I don't care what factory it is. The company has had an issue. You have to take responsibility. Mr. Thomas is now asking Ethan to pay $2,857,142. This batch was your responsibility, so you have to pay. Did I say anything wrong? Factory you connected had problems. You have to pay $2,857,142.
Aunt, can you stop being unreasonable? The urgent matter now is to solve the problem, isn't it? This batch of goods had no flaws to begin with. It's Mr. Thomas who wasn't thorough enough when inspecting the goods. They just want to shift the blame. Making a scene at home is one thing. Making a scene at the company is another.
You, Ethan? How can you talk to me like this just to defend a woman? I'm doing all this for your mother. What's the point? I'm so angry.
All right, Aunt. Please don't be angry. Be careful not to hurt your health.
Ethan, I'll help you with Mr. Thomas from RF Group.
How are you going to handle it? Do you have connections or any background? Ethan meeting you is really his bad luck. Julia.
Yeah? I think we need your help with this. Call Mr. Thomas's son for me. Talk to him.
This situation can't go on like this. Just doing business, right?
I'll make the call now.
Julia, this situation is quite serious. If you can help me resolve it, I'll definitely repay you.
Ethan, you know how I feel about you. You're being too formal.
Ethan, once this is resolved, take Julia out for a good time. You know how much she cares for you, right? Julia, please make the call. You can see how anxious Ethan is.
As far as I know, Mr. Thomas doesn't have a son, does he?
Your dad just digs rocks in the mountains. What's your family's background? Who could you possibly know?
But I haven't heard that. Mr. Thomas has a son, either.
Julia would know Mr. Thomas has a son or not?
Mr. Thomas from RF has 3 daughters in total and a 5.5-year-old secret son. Miss Lambert, are you planning to call his secret son? What are you talking about?
You're just talking nonsense.
I don't want to argue with you. Ethan, don't worry. I will definitely handle this matter for you.
Naomi, this matter has exceeded your capabilities. This is no small matter. And Mr. Thomas from RF Trading has hired the best lawyer in Dragonia. If he wants to sue us, we have no chance of winning?
What? RF hired the best lawyer, then Ethan is going bankrupt. What am I counting on him for then?
Julia, we really need your help this time.
Don't worry, Aunt. Don't be worried. It's okay. I'll handle it.
Dear shareholders and employees, our Balsam Group has achieved $21.4 billion in revenue for the first half of the year. Let's congratulate ourselves on our brilliant achievements. Next, I will outline.
Hello, dear brother. Do you remember the factory you introduced to me last time? Their goods should be fine, right?
Dragon Group is a top-tier global factory. You know it has never taken projects with the value under $700,000. I even had dinner with its factory director for your husband. What's the problem now?
Oh, it's that Mr. Thomas from RF. He's deliberately causing trouble, saying there's a problem with the goods, and he's demanding $2,957,140 in compensation from Ethan's company.
I got it. In 3 minutes, I'll make Mr. Thomas come to apologize in person.
Ethan, don't worry. I've arranged for someone to handle it.
Can you handle this matter?
Julia, just ignore her. Quickly call Mr. Thomas's son and ask him to plead with Mr. Thomas.
This time Ethan is definitely done for, facing bankruptcy. Expect me to marry into the grant?
Julia, hurry and call.
All right, I'll call. Hello? Mr. Thomas? It's me, Julia Lambert. I need to discuss something with you.
Julia, what are you up to?
Oh, Mr. Thomas, it's about the goods from Honor Tech. Could you please help? Oh, all right.
Julia, what are you talking about?
Thank you so much.
Julia, what did Mr. Thomas's son say?
Aunt, don't worry. He just said he'll intercede for us.
That's good, thanks to you. If not for your acquaintance with Mr. Thomas's son, our grants would have been a disaster.
Thanks to her. Miss Lambert, you really know how to act. Your self-directed and performed drama today can be considered extremely brilliant.
Naomi, what do you mean?
What do you think I mean? That phone call just now, are you sure it was to Mr. Thomas's son?
Naomi, you're just jealous of me. I have a wide circle and know more people than you. You're just envious of me. I don't care to argue with you.
Julia, she's just jealous of you. In the future, you'll have to support Ethan more. As the saying goes, behind every successful man is a woman silently supporting him. For Ethan, that woman behind him is you.
Oh, and I just remembered I have something to do. I'll leave first. Oh, with all the mess in the grants, it's better for me to leave now.
Hey, don't go. The drama is only halfway through. Continue acting.
Are you done yet?
Mr. Thomas is here.
Mr. Thomas? Which? Mr. Thomas? Julia, Mr. Thomas, isn't it because of you?
Me?
Mr. Thomas, that shipment...
Hey.
Mr. Thomas, what do you mean by this?
Yeah, Julia, why is Mr. Thomas giving us so much treasure and riches?
Mr. Grant, this time I was inconsiderate. You're a big person. Don't bother with me.
Before the shipment for you, I double-checked with you, and all previous processes, we had no problems whatsoever. With you doing this, you're making it difficult for me.
Mr. Grant, I was inconsiderate. It's my fault. To show sincerity, I've added another $285 to the order. Don't bother with me.
Mr. Thomas, didn't you say before you were going to sue our company? To claim $2,157,142?
No. No need for compensation, Mr. Grant. This time I was inconsiderate. It was a mistake by the staff. At the time of sample checking, they didn't report promptly, which led to the problem with the goods. I've already handled it internally. Mr. Grant, don't be so formal with me. All right, let's not let this happen again.
Mr. Thomas, I hope in the future you conduct business with integrity. Our credit group is just a small company. Can't afford such turmoil from you.
Mr. Grant, this time I was wrong. I won't dare again, I promise. I have something else to attend to. I'm gonna go.
Julia, this time it's really thanks to you.
Aunt, it's just a small matter. You're welcome.
I have 3 daughters. 2 are studying abroad, and there's a younger one who just graduated from junior high.
I really underestimated Naomi.
So that means you have no son.
To be honest, I have a secret son who's 5.5 out of town.
A secret son who's 5? You have no other sons?
All right, Mr. Thomas, you may leave.
Mr. Thomas, this gold and silver jewelry, you should take them back.
Mr. Thomas has sent these gifts. How can you take them back?
Cooperation is just cooperation. This matter, it's all settled. Since Mr. Thomas came in person to apologize, I also see his sincerity, so please take them back.
You indeed are a talented young man. I, Mr. Thomas, am inferior. Hope for smooth cooperation in the future.
Miss Lambert. Mr. Thomas just admitted himself that his son is only 5 years old. Who were you calling just now?
Yeah, Julia. Mr. Thomas has no son. His secret son is only 5.
Julia? You?
I just...
You what? Weren't you very certain just now, saying you were calling Mr. Thomas's son? Now Mr. Thomas himself admits that his only son is only 5 years old.
Naomi, you...
What did I do? Did I say something wrong? Just now, who was loudly saying, "Oh, I was going to call Mr. Thomas's son and ask for his help." Aunt, you and Ethan should have heard, right? I shouldn't have spread rumors or caused trouble.
Hey, Julia. Just now, were you calling another Mr. Thomas's son?
Aunt. Well, actually, I wasn't calling. Mr. Thomas's son just now.
Not Mr. Thomas's son? Then why did Mr. Thomas come to our credit group to apologize? Can it be Naomi?
Even if Mr. Thomas doesn't have a son, he has brothers, right? Oh, Aunt. Actually, the person I just called was Mr. Thomas's younger brother. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing to say. His younger brother was one of my suitors. I was afraid Ethan would misunderstand. Well, I told a little lie. Aunt, you're not mad at me, are you?
Oh, my silly child. How could I be mad at you? Today you helped Ethan so much. You're a great benefactor of us.
Aunt, you're being too polite. You know my feelings for Ethan, right?
I know. I'm the one who's too polite.
Are you sure Mr. Thomas really came to apologize because of you?
Of course it's me.
Don't you see your own behavior? What a bummer. Ethan, thanks to Julia, you survived this crisis. You must thank her properly.
Julia, it was really who helped me?
If not her, then who? When you had trouble, she immediately contacted Mr. Thomas's brother for you. What's wrong with having a meal? Nothing happened to you.
Aunt, helping Ethan was also my duty. I was willing to do it.
You're such a sensible child, unlike that girl, who has no ability but wants to climb up using others. If I hadn't come today, someone would have stolen your credit.
Credit. Since this matter can be considered as credit in your eyes, then we should naturally distinguish it. Julia, I'll ask you one last time. Are you sure Mr. Thomas really came to apologize because of you?
The crisis of Ethan's company should have been resolved. Then I must get a big profit from the grants. But Naomi must be my stumbling block. Absolutely can't keep her. Yes, it's me. Otherwise, Naomi, do you think you have the ability to invite big shots like Mr. Thomas?
You really have a shameless heart.
Hey, you stubborn girl. Who are you calling shameless?
All right. Now that the crisis has been resolved, these things aren't important anymore. Just say a little less, okay? Whether it's Julia or Naomi, I'm grateful to both of them. I still have a lot of things to do.
How is it not important? Julia helped you. But Naomi insists on taking credit for herself. Can I swallow this anger?
Oh, Aunt, it's okay. As long as Ethan knows my mind, I don't care about the rest. Ethan, I'm already happy to have been able to help you.
Julia, thank you for your help. But I really can't find the time now to treat you to a meal like this. Later, I will definitely treat to express my gratitude. Is that okay?
Oh, that's okay. If you're not available now, then tonight you can come to my place. I'll cook for you myself.
Oh, right. If not noon, then evening. Eating out isn't safe. At Julia's home, it's safe and clean. Hey. Julia helped you so much. You must thank her properly. Ethan, do you remember? What did I teach you as a child? We should know how to return a favor.
Okay, Aunt, you're so sure that Julia helped Ethan. One should stand up for themselves. I also have to stand up for myself.
What are you standing up for? With your capability, having an association with Ethan is your greatest achievement. It's really unbelievable.
Naomi? Who exactly is bullying my sister?
Hey, fine, you go out first.
Go out? I can go out. I'll handle this for you. She cannot marry into our family. Divorce her.
Impossible. I will never divorce Naomi.
You're rejecting someone as good as Julia and going after that stubborn girl. Are you trying to drive me crazy?
Mr. Grant? Bad news. Mr. Thomas's lawyer called that they're continuing the lawsuit, claiming $4,285,714 this time.
What? $4,285,714. Mr. Thomas just came to apologize. He also gave us jewels. How can he flip-flop like this?
What's going on here?
Mr. Thomas's lawyer insists that there's something wrong with our samples. Coordination process had errors. They found loopholes. This time our company might really go bankrupt.
Bankrupt! Julia, quickly call Mr. Thomas and ask him what's going on. We were just on good terms earlier. How did things turn sour so quickly?
Oh, my aunt. I don't even know Mr. Thomas. What's going on with Ethan's company? This is really unlucky. It's about to go bankrupt. What am I even marrying him for?
What does Mr. Thomas really want?
Ethan.
Step aside. Ethan, what's up with Mr. Thomas? What kind of game is he playing? Just now everything was peaceful. How quickly things change. He can't do business like this.
Mr. Thomas is really going too far.
Julia, quickly call Mr. Thomas's brother and speak up for his company. 4,285,714. Our family can't even scrape together, Julia. And it's just 4,285,714. You can get a loan from the bank.
Hey, Miss Lambert. Where do you think the money is coming from? Weren't you just saying you could help? But now you want Ethan to get a loan. You're well connected and have a wide network, right? In this matter, Mr. Thomas is being unscrupulous. You should help seek an explanation. How can you let Ethan take the full signature?
Oh, that's right. Julian, you're well connected. Think of a solution quickly.
Aunt, I suddenly remembered that I have something very important to do today. But don't worry. Once I'm done, I'll definitely help you. I promise.
Ethan, so what should we do?
Aunt, why aren't you letting Julia help you now?
Speak up a bit. No one sees you as mute. What time is it already? You're still making cold remarks.
Cold remarks. Aunt, I just hope you can see clearly the true face of some people. Don't judge people by their appearances. For some people, you can't just look at his appearance. You'll regret it deeply then. It's not worth the loss.
Just look.
Naomi isn't even married in yet. It's already like this. If she marries in, what will it be like? Aunt, can't you say a little less? I'm begging you. My company is in danger now. A little mishap will make it go bankrupt. Yet you still cause trouble here.
Why are you only blaming me? It's this girl. She started with the cold remarks.
Hello? What's up? All right, I got it. Sorry, Mr. Grant. Finance just said that, due to Mr. Thomas, several investors in our projects are pulling out.
What?
What? Our company isn't really going bankrupt, right?
I'll go find Mr. Thomas.
Hey, Ethan. Don't go.
What are you messing around with? What time is it already? If he doesn't go to plead with Mr. Thomas, our company is really going bankrupt.
Naomi, you go back first. There are still a lot of things needs to be handled.
Ethan, I can help you. You don't need to go through all the trouble to find Mr. Thomas. I promise I'll make him call you to apologize within 3 minutes.
What nonsense are you talking about? You quickly make Ethan go.
Ethan, trust me. I can help you.
Naomi, I believe in you. But today's matter has already exceeded your capabilities.
Ethan, I really can. I just want to prove to everyone that I'm not useless. I can also help you get everything.
What are you messing around with? Ethan is going bankrupt. What are you trying to prove? Prove what?
I know you looks down on me. No matter what I do, in your eyes, I can't compare to Julia. But I'll prove to you, judging people by their appearance is not right. Hello, brother. Please tell Mr. Thomas to cancel the legal letter and apologize to Ethan.
I'm telling you, Naomi, my dear sister. Why do you keep bothering Mr. Thomas? I heard that Mr. Thomas's blood pressure skyrocketed and he fainted.
Got it. This is the last time?
Ethan, are you dating an actress girlfriend? She's quite good at acting.
You'll see, if it's true in a moment.
This is really just nonsense. Ethan, you must divorce her.
Hi? What? Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas, what exactly do you want to do? Is this how you conduct business? Repeatedly making a fool of me.
Sorry, Mr. Grant. I'm truly sorry. It was a mistake made by our lawyer. To make up for your company's losses, personally, I will invest an additional $2,857,142 and 2 more projects in your company.
Mr. Thomas, in doing business, we should prioritize trust. Isn't this just reckless behavior? Though Credit Group is a new company and not as big as other companies, but you still can't do business like this. The wheel is gonna turn. No one knows in a few years who will stand on the Pyramid of Dragonia.
Yes, I was wrong. Mr. Grant, I really was wrong. I won't dare to do it again. I promise.
All right, wait for this cooperation to finish before we talk again.
What did Mr. Thomas say?
Mr. Thomas called to apologize.
He actually called to apologize?
Aunt, I just said, within 3 minutes, I'll make him personally call Ethan to apologize.
You go out first.
Okay.
Naomi, you really helped me. What's going on?
About this matter, it's a long story. After I go back, I'll slowly explain to you.
Okay.
I just heard she on the phone. Calling someone brother. Could it be some gangster she knows? Ethan, is graduates from good college? His friends are all high society elites. If you associate with some riffraff and we find out, we won't let you off.
Aunt, he is my real brother. Don't talk nonsense here.
Oh, real brother? Your dad is a stone miner. What kind of character can your brother have? What's the difference between him and that riffraff?
Aunt, why do you always have such a bias against Naomi?
What bias? I'm speaking the truth.
Aunt, I really don't know what I did wrong to make you have such a big prejudice against me.
Just an inappropriate match? You deceived Ethan and married him, which is your biggest mistake. You keep asking me what bias I have against you. Listen, you don't have a good father and a household registration in Dragonia. Isn't that enough?
First, my dad treats me well. Second, if you insist on comparing household registrations, I'm from Norcastle, better than you from Dragonia.
So what? Can your father make Ethan avoid struggling for 20 years? He can't. We've raised Ethan to this age. Not to let him marry a country bumpkin?
Aunt, since I married Naomi, we two are going to be together. In the future, we'll be equals.
Are you trying to make me mad? We raised you and placed high hopes on you. Hope you bring honor to our family, not for you to marry a poor woman and live a mediocre life.
Ethan.
Naomi, my aunt is used to being straightforward and outspoken. Don't argue with her.
I don't care about anyone but you. If I'm just a very ordinary person and my dad is just a stone miner on the mountain, would you really like me?
Naomi, your family? Isn't this way now?
I mean, we don't have much money and no power or influence, just an ordinary family. Would you still choose me decisively?
What nonsense are you talking? What I like about you is you, not anything else. And it has nothing to do with family background. My aunt may be a bit old-fashioned, and she's particularly fond of making trouble for no reason. You mustn't argue with her.
I understand. I can handle it. As long as I have you, that's enough.
Hey, Manager Howard. Why are you so happy? Did you win the lottery?
It's you, Supervisor Lambert. President, he is looking for you.
Looking for me?
Yes, he is looking for you everywhere, asking you to go to his office.
Could the CEO promote me? Okay, thanks, Manager Howard.
Come in.
Sir, what can I do for you?
Are you Julia Lambert?
Yes, I'm Deputy Supervisor, Project Dept. E.
Oh. Deputy Supervisor. According to Article 18 of the company's employee handbook, your attendance every month fails to meet the standard by 2/3, and you're frequently late or leave early.
Well, yeah. Sir, I was on an external assignment, so I couldn't clock in.
External assignment? Then tell me, what external assignment were you on today?
Credit Group. I went to Credit Group.
Credit Group? That small company? What business were you discussing?
I was discussing business for a jewelry exhibition. Yes, I was discussing business for a jewelry exhibition.
Deputy Supervisor Lambert is referring to which one? The one at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. What did you discuss today? When did our Balsam Group's projects become so perfunctory?
No, that's not true. I was...
All right, let's move past this. Next question. You are just a deputy supervisor. Who gave you the authority to use our company's customer shuttle?
Well, I heard from someone in PR that as long as you're a deputy supervisor or above, you're allowed to use it.
Anyone above deputy supervisor can use it? So, according to you, if one joins my company, I should also provide him or her with a BMW or Mercedes for commuting, right?
No, that's not it. President, I only drive it once in a while when I'm picking up clients. I don't drive it every day.
Fine. One last question.
This?
You faked your education credentials, and in less than half a year, you climbed to the position of deputy supervisor. You have quite the ability.
No, there isn't. That's not true. Sir, the interview and those were all genuine. If you don't believe, you can ask the HR manager.
HR manager Logan Grant, right? Just fired this morning. And those things of yours were also confessed by him.
What?
You must have taken at least hundreds of thousands in kickbacks from your own projects, right? There is not enough room for you in our Balsam Group. Now go to finance and settle your salary immediately.
Please, sir. I was wrong. I was really wrong.
Get out.
Daddy, you're back. I happen to be looking at apartments in Dragonia Center. Help me pick one. Which layout is better?
An apartment in Dragonia Center? How can it be worth as much as a Norcastle seaside villa?
But Ethan's dad wants that apartment.
About Ethan? Your mom already told me. This matter, I'll personally handle it for you.
Dad, what are you planning?
My dear daughter, you are a bright pearl in my palm. The Grants dares to look down on you. Ah, even a distant relative dare to be overbearing and unreasonable and look down on you? Can the Grants even appreciate you? You are my daughter. How can you tolerate such humiliation?
Dad, you?
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Hello, Ethan. What's up? Okay, I'll be there on time.
Julia, don't worry. I will make sure that Ethan divorces that illegitimate wild girl. In my mind, you are the most Suitable match for Ethan.
Aunt, I really do like Ethan, but I'm afraid that in this lifetime I have no fate with him.
Julia, rest assured, I have my own arrangements.
Aunt, what plan do you have?
Let's get Ethan drunk at the celebration banquet tonight.
Aunt, are you suggesting?
Why did you seize this opportunity? And I can have a chubby grandson.
Aunt, is it okay?
It's okay. Why not? Once you two are together, he cares about Naomi. So what? He must listen to you.
All right, I'll listen to Aunt.
Once Ethan divorces and you two are committed, we'll find an auspicious date to meet your parents, to arrange your marriage.
Okay, I'll listen to Aunt.
Julia, in the future, you'll have to support our Ethan more.
Aunt, we'll be family in the future. Why mention support? It's too formal. It's too formal?
You're right. We're all family, haha.
Dad, it's Ethan's company celebration. Why are you here? Don't scare Ethan.
This child. Your dad isn't a tiger? Can I eat people?
Then why are you here?
As your father, I'm here to meet my future son-in-law. All right. You don't need to worry. If there's any issue inside later, I'll handle it myself. Mr. Grant, this cooperation has been so smooth. It's both expected and unexpected. We must cooperate more in the future. The stakes are too big for one person. The future star of Norcastle must be Mr. Grant.
Mr. Thomas, you're joking.
Mr. Johnson.
Who is this?
This is Mr. Grant, the wealthiest man in Norcastle. They say he controls a third of the world's assets, known as the Gold King. But he keeps a low profile and rarely appears. It's normal not to know him.
Hello, Mr. Johnson. I'm Grant Ethan.
Julia. Didn't my brother fire her? Why is she here? This woman, she never changes. Hey, brother. I asked you to investigate about Julia. How's the investigation?
Her parents farm pigs in the country, and she's always looked down on them. So she ran away from home long ago. Her overseas trip was fake. She has a boyfriend named George Jones.
All right, I got it.
Oh, by the way, be careful yourself. The person who was following her reported to me that she seems to be plotting something. She went to the clinic to get medicine.
No problem. Dealing with angelic bitch is my specialty. Julia, if I were another ordinary girl, you might have succeeded long ago. But unfortunately, you met me.
Mr. Johnson, do you have something to discuss with me?
Young man, I have a daughter, about your age. I want to marry her to you. What do you think?
I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson. I'm already married.
You can still divorce. What? Robert Johnson's daughter, isn't she inferior to your wife?
No, it's not like that. Mr. Johnson, my wife, although in most people's eyes, she's quite ordinary. But in my heart, she's the one I will protect for life. I'm honored by Mr. Johnson's offer.
Young man, you should know, I'm the wealthiest man in Norcastle. If you marry my daughter, you'll get half of my wealth. It's wealth you couldn't earn in several lifetimes of effort. If you're willing to divorce and marry my daughter, I'll transfer it to you within 3 days. How about it?
Mr. Johnson, you've honored me. But my abilities are insufficient to manage half of Mr. Johnson's wealth. So please find someone else. I'll take my leave now.
If I must have you marry my daughter. If you marry my daughter, I'll give you half of my wealth. But if you refuse to marry my daughter, I'll ruin you and your family. My daughter is exceptionally beautiful. I see you have good character, so I'm willing to give you this chance.
Mr. Johnson, a forced marriage won't be sweet. Besides, I've got a favorite. I will never betray my wife, Mr. Johnson. Please reconsider.
Daddy, how was it?
Good. He's a reliable person.
Ethan. Congratulations.
Julia, why are you here?
Aunt brought me here. Ethan, can you have a drink with me?
Julia, that's all in the past. There's no possibility between us?
Daddy, that is Julia. Today, I must expose her.
Can I help you?
You don't need to do anything. Just watch how I teach her a lesson.
I know, Ethan. But have a drink with me. What's past is past. I'll let go of my obsession. Ethan, don't blame me. Back when Frank was wealthier than you, that's why I broke up with you. But fortunes change. Frank is in trouble now, and you've become successful. So now, I can only rely on you.
This is getting interesting. Miss Lambert, why don't you continue?
Naomi, why are you here?
Surprised? Impressed?
You?
Left Ethan 5 years ago and hooked up with Frank, the bar owner. Divorced after just 2 years. I heard that you took Frank's money and kept many men. Oh, right. Your current boyfriend is George Jones in finance. He just got into the legal trouble. Life must be tough these days, huh?
You bitch. You dare to investigate me? You.
What if I did? You're after my husband and scheming against me. Isn't it my right to investigate you? You seem not to be a rich girl. Your education and your overseas study experience are all fake. As I know, your parents are raising pigs in the farm.
So what if they are? But even if you tell all this to the Grants, do you think that old lady would believe you?
Old lady? Didn't you call her family before? Now why you're so distant?
The old lady with her snobbery? If not for the money, do you think I'd want to suck up to her? But Naomi can't outsmart me. That old lady is completely under my control. This daily drama is what she taught me.
Is it?
Aunt. Oh, Mr. Johnson, why are you here?
You've deceived me so much.
No, Aunt. You misunderstood me. It's all because of her. She's the one who set me up.
You're mistaken. I heard everything. You scoundrel. People like you never can enter our family.
Julia Lambert, you really are cunning.
No?
Julia, I'm not outsmarted by you. I just don't want to be like you. Disgusting. Brother, I never want to see this woman again.
What? Mr. Johnson is your brother?
She's Naomi Johnson. My father is the richest man in Norcastle. We share the same blood. Is it wrong to call him brother?
Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry. Miss Johnson, please forgive me.
How dare you bully my sister? You'll get what's coming to you. Get out.
Naomi, Is your father really the richest man?
Yes. I'm sorry. Ethan, I deceived you.
Your father wasn't a quarry worker? How could he be the richest man?
Aunt, didn't I tell you long ago not to judge by appearances?
Naomi. I was wrong. I really was wrong, forget it.
It's all in the past.
Aunt, let me take you home. Please don't do this again, okay?
I know I was wrong. I was truly wrong.